Is it that every time a UFC fighter loses, they come up with a number of percentage of health that they were before the fight, and that basically the loss doesn't count? But every time they win, it's 100% because they were the better fighter. I feel like we hit a point in the UFC recently where fighters were kind of just accepting what happened. They weren't making excuses on their health, and if they lost, they just said the other fighter was better. But now Alex Pereira, before the fight versus Ankalaev, came out and said he was at 60%, 40%, whatever he was dealing with stuff, which maybe he was. But you can't just say that loss doesn't count. And now Petr Yan saw Alex Pereira get the title rematch, saw him come back and win, and now everybody's just like, all right, that fight, little rivalry's over with. Ankalaev was just not as good as Pereira, even though Ankalaev was hurt in the second fight. And now Petr Yan sees this as a chance to get a title shot, even though I do not think he deserves a title shot, saying that he was 50% when he fought Merab the first time and got taken down like 20-something times on 50-something shots, like just crazy domination. I think it was 50-45, 50-44, something like that. But he wants the title shot, and he's going to come up with an excuse that he was only 50%. You know, Merab was probably 20%. Merab breaks everything in his body. He tears everything in his body, and he shows up in fights and dominates. But you never hear about Merab being subpar of his health. You know Merab is injured every time he steps in there and still dominates people. So I'm sick of these fighters acting like the loss doesn't count, but the win is just because they were better. Like, that's just doesn't add up, and I'm tired of it.